How about now? Can you hear me now? Yay! I got it figured out. I'm not sure what I did to fix it, but I believe I finally have the sound fixed. I'm going to turn it down on my end. And you can still hear me okay? Yay! I got it figured out. I'm not sure what I did to fix it, but I believe I finally have the sound fixed. I'm going to turn it down on my end. And you can still hear me okay? Okay, so I am turning the volume down on my phone, and I have the volume turned down on the laptop, so therefore, hopefully, you all can still hear me. Let me know in the chats if you can still hear me, because there should not be any echoing back and forth between either of the two devices that I have here with me. Okay, good. I got the thumbs up. You guys say you can hear me. So I have snow. I have lots of snow. I just took a picture. It is covering the street now. Still blowing. I did notice that UPS was actually driving down the alley delivering packages, but honestly, I don't think anybody's open today. We were waiting on a package from FedEx and got a notification that they were going to reschedule that. So that's why I'm not still waiting on the package. I did actually get a package in the mail today. So, yeah, I was going to share the contents of that. I haven't actually looked at everything in the box that I got in the mail today. I knew that box was actually coming, but I haven't, dug through the box to look at the detailed items in that box. I did also receive a package from Terry Nana's Crochet Ideas for the January challenge entry winner. I kind of went a little bit overboard on that with my half double crochet hats. So, I mean, there wasn't many other options for winners on the board. I can't remember how many I entered, but it was quite a few. I could probably go back and look, but yeah, it was quite a few. It was about 4, 8, 12, 15 at least 15 crochet hat or half double crochet items, and like I think 2 or so double crochet items. And Terry and Lottie both said that half double crochet, or not, yeah, the half double crochet won with a landslide, but that was probably my fault because I was making hats. What can I say? I was making hats. And I do have over here, I don't know how long we're going to, 28 hats. Is that what I made, Leslie? Still, yeah. I made a lot. Over here, I have stuff that we can do. And I have my hat tub over here. I've got my scrap yarn tote. I've got my bag that I carry with me back and forth every day with projects in it. So we're set for the day if we decide to stay here all day. I don't know. Steve might decide to do something later, but I don't know. So it's not a lot to do. We're supposed to get up, what I say, up to about 15 inches, I think, but we'll see. So kind of wait and see if a few more people show up before I dig into my happy mail things. I'm just seeing a couple of us here right now. So I'm hoping that more people are snowed in and bored as well. So maybe we can share that. So, and I know you guys are getting snow because you're in the same area that I am. So it is chilly. I am up here where it's supposed to be warm, but it is still a little chilly. It is even chillier everywhere else. So, yes, I don't know what to do. Maybe I should just share my happy mail with those of you that are here, and then everybody else can watch it later. And then we can crochet later. So, first off, we'll start off with, because it's been almost 20 minutes that it's actually been up. So, I don't know if, you know, other people are seeing this or not. Probably not getting notifications that I'm even live, because I don't do a lot of lives, just because I don't have time to do a lot of lives. But this is the package that I got from Terry, Nana's Crochet Ideas. I think it's cool that she has her own, where's the camera? There we go. Her own packages. I need to make that chat box a little smaller. Let me. Actually, I can just get rid of that because I don't need that. We're going to remove the chat box because I can see the chat on the wrong side, or the left-hand side of my screen. And you guys can read the chat on your screen, so you don't need to read the chat on your screen and my screen both. So, anyway, I keep looking over here to see what I'm doing. I'm not used to this live stream stuff. So anyway, this is what I got from Terry. Nana's Crochet Ideas for winning the January challenge. She sent me a few things. These are cool things. I don't know if she meant to send me 2, but I did get 2 thank you cards for participating in the challenge. This one says, "Thank you so much." And then they both say, "Congratulations on your win. Great entries. Thank you so much for your continued support, Terry and Lottie." So there's that one. And then I also got another one. There's this one right here in this envelope. This one also has a llama on it. That one didn't have a llama, but this one has a llama on it. So cute. And it says, "Thank you for your support. Congratulations on your win, Terry and Lottie." So there's the little cards that I got in with Terry's. She sent me, this is just a blank journal. It is green. Oh good, it's showing up green in the picture. And I have, like I said, I've looked at this one already. I looked at it when I got it and told Terry that I had received it. Here's what the journal looks like. And it's just blank pages inside. Nothing fancy. Pretty cute. I like it. I like paper. I got gel pens that I could use. I'm not going to stick it back in here. It's not that important. So I'll just throw it away. That would look great with some of my gel pens. I don't use my gel pens as much as I really should, but I do like my gel pens. The other thing that Terry sent me is this pattern counter. It looks actually interesting, and sorry, I'm not used to the camera. On the tablet, the camera's like over here, but my other one, it's like right here. I can turn this. That's better. There we go. Pattern counter. Up at the top there, it's got rows and rounds, increases and decreases, how many times you're doing it. I mean, we could go way up to 999 rows or rounds. It's a lot. And then increase and decrease, you got your plus and your negative. And then how many times you do it, you can go up to, what, 60? I'm guessing, because it goes 1 through 40, and then you could do it again. So that'd be 60. I mean, if you wanted to count, like add like an abacus. So yeah, that's pretty cool. It does have instructions on the back on how to use it. So, and I have read through the instructions and I kind of understand what I'm supposed to do with it, but yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to getting this out and using it on something. I don't know what, but something. So the other thing that she sent me is obviously some yarn because it was a crochet challenge. I've got 3 skeins of this Respect recycled polyester blend. This is a Lion brand yarn. It is a size 3 yarn. There's 3.5 ounces or 100 grams, 262 yards or 240 meters. It is 45% recycled polyester, 30% acrylic, and 25% cotton. And it is a kind of a brown and white. Like I said, I do have 2 more of these. There's the camera. I gotta get used to the camera being right in front of me instead of off over here to the side. Like on the tablet, it's over here to the side. So yeah, that is what I got from Terry at Nana's Crochet Ideas. I'm going to stick all these back in the bag so I can keep it together for now. Alright, there's that one. Thank you, Terry. I appreciate that. I'm looking forward to figuring out what to do with that yarn. Now the next one that I got, which I actually got today, and I knew I was getting this box, this big box here. This comes, there's the camera. This comes from one of my subscribers. It is, my backpack fell over. From Lorraine. Thank you, Lorraine. I will message you here after a bit and let you know that I did receive it today. Bless the mailman getting out in this weather. I told him that we were his old faithfuls downtown when he delivered my package because actually we're the only business that probably was even open today. So we weren't open, just open long enough to get the mail. Then we came home. So, Lorraine said that she was going to send me some hats to go in my tub, which we might go through those too. I mean, there's nothing else to do. And she's also going to send me some other stuff. So let's pull out these hats and see what we got. I do appreciate this a lot, Lorraine. Thank you so very much. Looks like there might, is that just hats in it? Oh, there's some other special things in there too. We'll start with the smaller package and go from there. So she sent me, she also said she's going to send me a little bit of scrap yarns to go with my hats, which now I want to make hats again. I kind of took a little break from hats. I do have that orange and white one that I have been working on. I'm getting really close to having it finished. Let me show you that real quick because I have it right here in my bag. I'm using this white. I have no clue what brand that is or anything. It is just a ball of white yarn. The other yarn that I'm using for the hat is this, which that is really blown out, so you know it is a neon color. This is just vibrant orange. It's a red hot color. But yeah, like I said, it's very bright and shiny. You can kind of see, really bright. Won't be able to miss this kid on the playground, I guarantee. So this is what I've got. Like I said, I'm pretty close to being done with this, and this is just basic half double crochet, 2 different strands of yarn. I'm not no special pattern, no nothing. And honestly, this looks way more complicated than what it really is. But yeah, it's just a row of the solid color and then like an orange and then a white and then orange and a white, and then the next row I go the opposite color what the first row was and then go white, orange. So yeah, it's like you can see that bottom row there You see how it's every other stitch is a different color. So yeah, I'm excited to finish that one. And then since I have some new scraps other than the scraps that are on my tote that I always look at, I'm excited to incorporate these scraps into some more hats. So here is a little bag of scraps that was in the box. Looks like we've got some, I don't know what we've got, but she's wound them into some cool little balls for me. I'm super excited, like I said, to incorporate these into some of my hats. There's orange and white, and there's looks like some pink and some gold and some dark red and like some variegateds. Looks like blue and gray variegated, maybe some lavender in with that. There is a yellow and black here. This is like a red and blue mix. Yeah, I'm excited about that. And it looks like I said there's some other stuff in this bag here. Should have brought a chair over. Let me go grab a chair real quick. To make it easier. Since I have a tote on this chair, let's just put the box on this chair. Now I'm trapped. Let's see, what else do we have in here? Like I said, I know there's hats in here. So, ooh, these are beautiful. These, looks like she did these on an Addy or some sort of knitting machine. This is like a maroon pinkish color, and then the variegated at the bottom. That is not showing the right color on my screen, but like I said, it's like a neon maroonish pinkish color. Same at the top here as on the other side, and then I like this side better. So there's one hat, and then we have, here's another one. Same color combination, both sides. And those are so pretty. Here is, ooh, cool. This is like a pumpkin color and a brown. That's a good combination. I like that. Ooh, here's that same, this is a more of a dark maroon color. It'd be like this one right here. And then the brown again. That makes me want to get my Addy out. Maybe I'll do that later. This is a, oh, you can see that one pretty good. This is a Hobby Lobby yarn. I like this yarn from Hobby Lobby. I don't know what color it is off the top of my head, but I really like that color. And then here's the other side. That's a cute hat. I like that hat. That one. Here is, oh, it's another one. Sweet. Same blue and whatever that other color is, Hobby Lobby. And I will say, I went into Joann's yesterday, because yesterday was a holiday, and we took the day off. But it doesn't appear that the Joann's that I go to is closing down, because their shelves were stocked really well. There was no going out of business or clearance, discounted stuff, except for, the usual stuff that's on sale or the holiday stuff or whatever. But it appears that they're not going out of business, so that is a good thing. I do like some of Joann's yarn. This one is a like a periwinkle type blue, and I do like this one too. I think this is another Hobby Lobby yarn. Ooh, this is like a mint green on the inside, in that color. That's pretty. Oh, these are multicolors. This is multicolor on one side. We got like it's either a really, really dark purple or a brown. Like a purplish brown color, then a darker purple, and then brown, yellow, brown, the darker purple color again, and then yellow, and then the inside of the hat is all yellow. That's cool. I like that one. And, oh, here's another, oh, pretty. This is like a lime green on top. I know it's not showing, kind of, you can tell, but that's a lime green on the top with that color that I like on the bottom. and then a blue. That's cool. I like that hat. Yeah, this does make me want to get my Addy out. This is like a royal blue on top. It's interesting how this and this is the same color. Look how the patterning is completely different on them. It all depends on where you start with the yarn, how the patterning comes out. I figured that out just playing with my Addy and just crocheting and knitting and stuff in general. It depends on where you are in the pattern of the yarn, how it, stripes. That is completely different, but it's the same yarn. Crazy. Oh my word. I love this hat. I love this hat. Yeah. This is like one of those neons. Those neon colors. I don't know which one it is. Could be black light or something like that. With some black on the bottom. And then the inside of the hat is just solid black. Here's another one. Let's see, that's striped like that first one that I had. The second one's striped completely different. And then this has the periwinkle blue on the other side and on the bottom. These are amazing. I love these hats. Lorraine, if you see this, you're very good at putting colors together. Me, I'm scared to change colors because I always drop stitches. So either I tie them ahead of time or I just that's why I use variegated yarns. So that way I don't have to change colors. But here's this one. This is like maybe a pumpkin orange on top. And then there's a variegated like brown and yellowish. And then there's another variegated on the bottom. Oh, there's the camera. I keep forgetting. I'm not using the tablet. And then this is the same on the other side. These are really pretty. Here is another pumpkin orange. This is a little different here. Looks like, at least on the back. It might be the same. And then the pumpkin orange and on the other side. Yes, she did a really good job. Ryan, you're amazing. This one is a yellow, blue, and green on the bottom. And on the inside, it is that vibrant orange, it looks like. But it's much softer than mine. Maybe it is the same, I don't know. But my machine does not like that. And then it's got a little bit of green on the bottom. Do this way, because it's prettier. That's right. So you guys are starting to see my hats. Ooh. Fancy. This is like a purple and a black variegated. That is really a dark purple. Kind of like a plum purple color. It's showing up a little bit wider on my screen. Yeah, wowzers. Anna likes. So there's that one. Here's another one, looks like with the same yarn. Same on the other side. So this is how Anna does hats, all one color. That's, like I said, that's why I go with the variegateds, because you don't have to change any colors and make knots and risk having drop stitches. So here is the last hat in the box, and I do like this one too. Fancy. It is like it's kind of I don't know what you call it, it's not a solid color, it's kind of a blue-gray. I don't know if you can tell that. Kind of a blue-gray there on the top, going into a kind of like a minty teal color. And then back to that other, and then, is that the same minty teal? Nope, this is a little bit lighter, more like a mint green on the top with more of that. I keep losing the camera. Sorry about that, guys. I keep losing the camera trying to put it where it's not supposed to be. But there's the bottom of that. That is really pretty. Well, that is the hats that she sent. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13, 14, 15, 16. There's 17 hats. I'm seeing if I counted correctly. So, let's see. Thank you very much, Lorraine, for those. That puts me, I don't want to fall off the table. Let me check here. We'll just go through the hats later and count them. Gotta find my notes. Let's see. Hats. So 22, 45. What did I say? How many did I say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 17. 45 plus 17. I'm not mathing. 45 plus 17 gives me 62. So I am well over halfway, which is amazing. I am excited about that. Like I said, once again, thank you very much, Lorraine, for those. I'm looking forward to putting them in the tote. And I might have more in there than I think I do because I don't always remember to up the tally on my list on my phone when I make a hat. So yeah, add these to my hats. And then there is more yarn in this box as well. Some more scraps. This one has blue, red, like a medium blue, red. Looks like a really dark blue or black. A light gray, purple, and maybe that pumpkin color. All wound up into nice little balls. And, oh my, yes. Looks like some cotton. Is this cotton? I've never seen these yarns before. These are cool. Ooh, that is, no, it is acrylic. That is awesome. This is the sateen. It's the Cascade Farms sateen. The color of it is number 24. It's kind of it looks like a cantaloupe color. That's what it looks like. And it just says it's 100% acrylic. There's 300 yards. And that's, it says US 4 to 5 or 3.5, 3.75 millimeter. So yeah, that is you can see it's a thin yarn. This would make some gloves. I've been wanting to make some like gloves. Hey, Nature Fairy, thanks for joining us. I was just going through some happy mail that I had received in the last couple days. So if you didn't catch that, make sure you watch the beginning of this after we're done. But anyway, I've been wanting to make, I know this sounds weird, but a few years back, actually 2 different years, a few years back, I made some gloves for Steve. One of them, it was the same pattern, but the first pattern was fingerless, and it comes up to about his knuckles right here. He wears those all the time, and I think he needs a new pair of those, honestly. And then the other pair, which those are made out of like an acrylic yarn. The other pair I made out of wool, and they're actually full finger gloves, but he doesn't wear those near as often. It's not that he doesn't like them, he just prefers the fingerless ones. This would not be a good color for fingerless gloves for Steve. But should I make a pair of gloves, this might actually be perfect for a donation pair of gloves or a pair of gloves to gift to somebody. That way I know that whoever gets them would appreciate them. So yeah, that's awesome. Thank you. And this is some more yarn that I'm not familiar with. This looks like it's going to be fun to work with. This is a Joya brand. It's 75 yards. It says baby elf. Is this 90? I think it says 96% alpaca and 4% nylon. It's 1.75 ounces at 75 yards. Does it say anything else? It's got the washing instructions here. It says a 5.5 millimeter. So yeah, this is I don't know, it's kind of it looks royal blue on the screen here, but I'm almost saying it's leaning a little more towards the purple side. And it is I don't know, well, it is alpaca, so That's what it looks like. Yeah, that is so nice. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Oh, I'm so excited. And then there are a couple of scrap balls of, guess what, that yarn, that Hobby Lobby yarn that I said I loved so much. It'd be this one right here. I love that yarn, this one right here. Oh, here's some scraps of that. And then the other scrap in here is this, keep losing the camera, right here, which would be the bottom like of this hat, this right here. Yeah, that is, oh wow. We're definitely getting the hattie out. Curious how long the snow's gonna last. Most businesses are closed Wednesday, or this is Tuesday, right? Tuesday and Wednesday. School's not supposed to go back until Thursday. So we'll wait and see. It's supposed to snow all day. Like I said, we'll just wait and see what we get. And it looks like there's some more yarn. Ooh, sweet. This is some black. It's a scrap ball of black. Ooh. And, ooh, pretty. This is some green stuff. This is some Hirschner's worsted something. And antiquity. This kind of a, I don't know, it's not grass green, but it looks maybe pea green. It looks a little light on my screen. It is in real life a little bit darker than what my screen is showing. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. Oh my goodness. This is some Serendipity tweed. This is cotton and wool. Cool. And the color on this one is, I can't read it. Oh, Blooming Lilac. And this is it says needle size 7. So like an H hook. That's looking a little blue on my screen, but it is a purple and like a purple and gray. Is what it is, even though it looks blue on my screen. It might look different to you, but it does on my screen. This is what it is, a Serendipity tweed. It's going to be fun to work with. Here is another Serendipity tweed. Same as the other one, is cotton and wool. Same size needle. This one is called Sweet Pea. This one is like a lavender and a very light gray. If you can see that or not. Same Serendipity tweed. Here is just a yellow. This is like a daffodil yellow maybe, or butter yellow. And oh, it's more of the Serendipity tweed. Sweet. Same thing. This one is called Bluebell, and this is like a turquoisey like color with, looks like gray. Might be hard to see. I can't see it on my screen. But you gotta trust me. It is that way. And then here is some Yarn Bee. It's called, or Yarn Bee Blush. The colorway is Blush. And this is, says it's a size 4 yarn. This is nice and soft. That'd make a really nice hat. It's kind of a like a peachy beigeish color with a really light brown. You can kind of see that. So yeah, that's what I got from Lorraine. Thank you so very much, Lorraine, for the hats and the scrap yarn. Now you've got me super excited to make more hats, which that's a good thing. Because yeah, I've been really struggling. I know it's only February and I'm over halfway there, which is like totally amazing because I am never this close to having hats even imaginably done this early in the year. Usually it's like September, October, and I'm like, I've only got 60 hats. I got 40 to go. But yeah, this year I am on track. So let's, just for the fun of it, so we can, go on. I know I've showed these before, but we are going to show them again. I do have, no, I've already rolled them into balls. I took 2 hats that Mom gave me. One of them was a all white, 2 different strands of white, and the other one was like a, we'll have them right here. I think I'm using one of the strands. Nope. I can't remember. But anyway, this was one of the hats. It was a light blue and a lavender. Like, or maybe a periwinkle. A light blue and like a periwinkle color. It's not blue, but it's not purple. This was made into a hat that was too small, so I frogged it and wound that into balls. I also have this one, and I think this one was mixed with this. No, it was mixed with this, I'm pretty sure. These two, white, Mom had put together as a hat. And this one's actually started on a project. This one here is actually started on a project. I was doing a headband. I may or may not finish it. I'm not sure. I could show it to you real quick. It is Tunisian crochet, and I am also pairing the white with this scrap of yarn that is left over from making Sister's headband that I made here a couple weeks ago, a month ago. It's been about a month ago. This is what I got started. It's just a Tunisian in the round, double-ended hook. Like I said, I may or may not finish this. I'm not sure that I have enough of this to finish it, but I might just go until, or I might have plenty. I'm not sure. So this is kind of on, I don't know, may or may not. This is one of those projects that I started. I had startitis over the weekend. I started a few projects. But anyway, that's what I got going. And then that's the mom, from the mom thing. Whoopsie. Well, that's going to go across the room. So I'm going to stick these back in my bag. So I grab that. So I put that away. Okay. But yeah, this, like I said, I may or may not frog this. It depends on how I feel. But I do like the way it looks. And it's super duper thick. So I think it's going to be pretty warm. And I'm also including this year, I'm also counting headbands or ear warmers that I make as part of the hats, because I think they would work for the kids too, because I know some people just like covering their ears. Me, I would need my ears covered more so than, probably the top of my head. Depends on my mood. But anyway, I have this hat was sitting out. This is one that I have to frog because it's not quite big enough. And these hats that Mom has done that aren't big enough, I am just, repurposing the yarn and making hats or headbands or something like that with them. Let's see what's going on here. Snowtail tonight, Leslie. Yes, I think what? Midnight? Something like that. It's probably still snowing here. I don't know. I went down a little bit ago and looked outside, and it was snowing pretty good. I think the city's given up on clearing the streets. I haven't heard them go by lately. Probably because they can't keep up at this point between the snowing and the blowing. I've got these hats all here in this bag right here. Here's another one. This is an all white one. This is like that is not correct color. This is like it might be. It's a brown and a red, I think. Or a maroon and a red to frog. Here's another brown one to frog. And then this is like a lavender and a variegated of some sort to frog. Here's another white one, which I don't know why Mom put white together, because I would never make an all white hat. I would use white, but I would never make an all white hat. The other thing I need to do is probably finish this. This is the start of another raccoon hat. I made the 0 to 3 month size. This is a 3 to 6 month size. And let's see, December, January, February, March. Grandson is 2 months old. What is today? 2 months old tomorrow. So he might need this. I don't know. I will see. But I might as well finish it. If he doesn't need it, I could always save it for another person or possibly even donate it. But I do have, so I don't forget, I did stick this paper inside the hat to say what size it is. It's above your ankles or higher. Oh my word. I don't know. I mean, I can show you a picture of what it looked like probably about an hour ago. Let me see if I can bring that up real quick. I'm gonna have to close my screen down on this. I mean, yeah, this is looking out the side window. That's about what it looked like about an hour ago. Yeah, I'm gonna guesstimate where it hasn't been plowed. Yeah, it's probably at least ankle deep, give or take a little bit. Maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. But I'm gonna guess probably not much less. So, yeah, it's at least ankle deep here, maybe a little bit more. So, wow. I will go check later. I don't want to go check now. So let's see, what else do I have here? I've got this bag. Oh, this is just a bag of scrap yarns that I pulled out of my scrap yarn tote. I don't know if I can get this up. Well, you gotta trust me on it. It's just a bunch of little random scrap balls for just random things that I, like I said, pull out of my yarn tote. This right here is my yarn bowl. One of my yarn bowls. It's really good for small projects. I do have started, I think it is. So I have been working on a Tunisian crochet project of sorts. Better get myself going again here. Okay, I have been working on a Tunisian crochet project of sorts. It is kind of a big project, but not really a big project. Sister said, when are you going to do Santa Alien? Santa Alien, well, Santa Alien is still unopened. It is not time for Santa Alien yet. Got other things first. But anyway, this is kind of a big project, but it's something that I've thought about doing for a while. I am just using my double end hook here. This is a this is a J double-ended Tunisian crochet hook, and I am making strips to probably, I mean, they could be scarves. That is a possibility. Because, I mean, they're long enough for a kid. Or they could be strips for a blanket. And I'm thinking like lap blanket or something like that. And this, I'm using 2 different strands of yarn, obviously, because you do one for one way, one for the other way. I am doing the extended simple stitch. So, I mean, this is what one side looks like. This is what the other side looks like. So you can see both the colors on both sides here. But yeah, I'm just using my scrap balls of yarn and doing this. I think they're about 40. This is the end I started on, actually. I'm trying not to match colors. The only thing I'm trying to specifically do is have a light color and a dark color going at the same time. So like not 2 light colors and not 2 dark colors. But yeah, here's this. So I have 1 strip, and I do have this written down how many rows that I have, I think. If not, I will just go by length so that they're about the same. Unless I decide just to make them scarves. Because like I said, it would make a nice short scarf to wrap around. Which that might be what I could do. Because I really don't know. I want to make a blanket, but I don't want to make a blanket. I'm not real sure. But anyway. And for what it's worth, sister always complains about these. I still have ends on everything, and almost all of my hats that are in here that I've made have tails because I haven't finished it. But anyway, here is the next strip that I have going. I haven't gone too far. I finished off this one with a peach color. So this started with the peach and the orangish color that I finished this one off with. And then went into a peach and gold, and now I'm at a golden green. This is time to find some more yarn. That's what I got there. Something I've been working on. I guess they would make good scarves. Maybe I'll do that instead of making blankets. That might be a better idea, because I do not like the idea of attaching panels together to make a bigger item. But we shall see what happens in the end. It might be a blanket. No guarantee. So anyway, I'm not going to go through all the mom hats that are in here, because I think I put my hats in here too that I finished lately. Yeah, maybe. Let's just go through them. Nothing else to do. So, mom hats real quick. There's 2. This is a 3. 4. That is a, I don't know what that is. Multicolor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is a red. 7, 8. And I have tried all these on that look weird. They do fit my head. There's 9. Here is 10. So if they fit my head, then they really should work for a preschooler, which is good. And something else that I did, I don't have the yarn here with me, but one of the yarns that I unraveled a hat with from that mom made, she used some cotton yarn. So I had set that cotton yarn aside because to make other things. It was a neon orange cotton yarn. So there's 10. Let's see how many hats we really do have today. There's 1. That one's got some velvety stuff on the bottom. That fuzzy velvety stuff. Okay, 1. There's another mom hat. 2. This one does fit, I promise. 3. 4. And this, the rainbow colored yarn in this is the same as this one that I have. Sister gave some to mom. So is that 4? 5. 6. 7. And this one has some of that velvety yarn in it too. I've made a hat with some of that velvety yarn. I do have a little bit left still. There's 8. 9. And I like that one. That one's cute. 10. So there's 20. Run out of room. Wasn't planning on counting hats today, but that's okay. This is a 2-tone red color. It just totally blew out on the screen. There's 1. That's mine. 2. So that's from mom. There's 22 from mom. And then we got these ones we looked at earlier. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. I like that hat. And 30. Let's see if I can knock this. So there's 10, 20, 30. There's 31, 32, 33. Love that hat. 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, and 39. And we'll stick this one in here. This is starting on my hats now. This is 40. It's got that cool on the bottom. Alright, so there's 40 hats. Oh, here's another mom hat. There's 41. 42. 43. 44. 45. 46. 47. 48. 49. And here's 50. There's 50 hats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here's 51. 52. This is a variegated. 53. This is purple, gray, and white. It showed up blue on my screen. 54. 55. 56. 57. 58. 59. Told you I had tails. This is some of that velvety yarn that I said that Mom used on a couple of her hats. This is some that Sister gave some to me and some Mom. So where were we? 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 59. I do not like this hat. I might have to modify a little bit, but this makes 60. This is a Tunisian knit hat. And it does fit. And I did this in the round. So it has a really ugly seam at the back, even though I did it in the round. But I'm thinking maybe I can put some crochet on the bottom or something and help straighten that out. So is that 60? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 60, 61. And here's another Tunisian hat. I actually did this one last year. It's not bad. I like it. So this is 62. And then I have one headband that I did on the knitting loom. So this makes a total of 63 items that I have to, for headwear. So 63 items. Need something to write with. Remember, 63, 63, 63. Okay, and then the other things that I have here in my, what's that? Oh, that might come in handy. Charger. 63. The rest of this stuff is just, oh, yes, this goes in my scrap bag. I'm glad I cleaned this out. I just throw everything in here. I do have a scrap bag in my backpack that I keep all these little ends and tails that I cut off of hats and stuff, mainly when I do Addie hats, because when I crochet, I try not to have a super long tail. I try to just leave it short because it makes it easier to weave in. But I have a Ziploc bag in my backpack that I carry with me to put these in. So I will set these up here to add that to. And then I'm just going to tie them together and make, a longer piece of, yarn. And then moving in some bags. What did it say? 50, 52? Or 53? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 63. Okay. Now the other things that I've been doing is I have made a few soap sacks with some cotton yarn. I made 2 like this. This has a drawstring on the top. There's that one, and then there's this one. This kind of fills my need to make bags, and it's useful, which bags are useful too. I do have people occasionally ask for bags to put their dice in or whatnot, and I'm more than happy to get those out. Sometimes I give them away, sometimes I sell them, or sometimes I say, well, just whatever you'd like to donate. I don't actually give them a price. It usually depends on the person. This is another one that I did. This one is just an open bag with a little hanger thingy, and this is a shell stitch. So there's those. And the other thing that I've done, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 63. Oh, here's some more that I did. 63. Thank you, sister. Sister just texted me with 63, so you don't forget. I keep counting because I got them lined up, but thank you. I will reference that back. This is some half double crochet soap sacks that I made. Once again, these just have the little hanger on them. These make up really quick and easy. I like the way that one turned out. I like the striping on that one. I like striping yarn. I do not like solid yarn. But I've learned that solid yarns are not all that bad. I've learned that I can take solid yarns and make something pretty out of them. So anyway, I've got those soap sacks that I did. I'm going to put these back in my tote. Guess I'll start with this end. I'll take these other items out of here because they're just kind of in the way. Soap sacks. And I follow Warm Up America on both Facebook and Instagram. And I made a video, I know, earlier this year where I, explained my wow moment of the type of things that people donate, and it just literally blew my mind that people would make such fancy blankets and just give them away. That's because my brain is selfish. I will not be ashamed to admit that I'm selfish. If I make something extravagant that is like wow amazing, I would be hesitant to give it away just to a random stranger. But following Warm Up America has really changed my thinking view for the good, which I'm glad for that. So that's why I am trying to be more positive and find more ways to make things that I could donate or share with someone in need. Now, not that I'm not going to sell stuff, but a lot of the yarns that I have that I didn't purchase myself have been given to me specifically stating to use for donations. Not a problem. I'm more than happy to do that. So with those yarns, I probably will not sell anything or use them in something that I plan on selling. So anyway, and for whatever reason, I don't know why, and I have written this down on how many stitches I need. But if you stretch this, it's about the right size. Actually, I think it's a little bit bigger. But Warm Up America, you can make sections, as they call it, which are 7 inches wide by 9 inches tall of squares, any square that's 7 by 9, and you can send them in, or if you know someone who's called a joiner, you can send them to them and they join those squares together to make like scarves, hats, and blankets to donate to, send back to Warm Up America to donate, or they donate them locally or whatever they do. But, and I've showed this other square too here in a few videos back, but I made a Tunisian double-sided square, and it is a little messed up because yours truly cannot count, but that's okay. I'm not afraid to admit I'm bad with math. But this is, once again, using the double-ended hook. It's red on one side and gold on the other. And this is approximately 7 by 9. And I did this for the reasoning that, because I inquired on the Warm Up America Facebook group about making Tunisian squares. And somebody said, well, they always curl, so good luck finding somebody to join them. I'm like, you can make squares that don't curl. Here's proof. So my thinking is, whether I do it myself or I have a local group that might possibly take them to join them together. I'll get to that in just a minute. But I'm going to make squares, either to make hats with or join them together. If I do scarf or hat, I will probably just make it big enough to just make one piece and not have to join. Honestly, you can change colors as much as you want in these, make it as crazy as you want. It doesn't have to be solid colors all the way. But the way they join them for hats, obviously squares, I don't know, whichever way they want to do them. But scarves, obviously they join them this way. So I said if I do a scarf or probably even a hat, I will just make one piece and join it together. But for hats, what they do is they take a square and they go the 9-inch. So they take 2 of these, which are 7-inch. 9 and 9 are 18. That's basically big enough for an adult size, a small adult size head. And then joining 2 of these together, then they just gather the top and then they add crochet or whatever to the bottom, or they will take another piece and fold it in half like this and join it to the bottom of the hat for a brim. So I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. So instead of doing it that way, I could, instead of making it 7, I could make it more like 9, make it a 9 by 18, 9 inches wide, 18 inches long. And I've got a hat, a simple, easy hat. All I have to do is join it together because I like this. I like the double-ended. I like the other too, but man, this looks fancier. But yeah, I was like, oh, I could do that too. Or I could make these squares and, like I said, see if somebody want to take them to join them and make an Afghan. So back to this is going in the tote too because it is a donation type item, as is this. Like I said, whether I do scarf with this or, see if somebody wants it to make blanket. I actually made this a little bit narrower. This is like 7. I think this is 7 inches wide. Maybe it's 6. I can't remember. But anyway, when I posted to Warm Up America Facebook group to introduce myself after I'd been there for quite a while, just kind of reading posts and being wowed over, what people donate to Warm Up America to have them donate to other people. I shared my general location and a lady pops up and says, oh, you must be from my area. You sound like you're from my area. So I messaged her and come to find out she does live close to me, not too far away, in a different town. And she actually is part of a crochet group in that town, and they make things to donate back to Warm Up America or to donate back into the local community. So I joined. She invited me to join her Facebook group, which I did that. And they're also part of another Facebook group, another crochet group, who is in another town not too far from them. So it's kind of a little triangle here, that they make lap blankets to donate to area nursing homes. And I thought that was like, wow, that's cool. So they have ladies that just make the entire blankets. They have also have ladies that will take squares and join them together to make blankets. And that just totally wows me how this area down here, we're far and few in between, but there are people that actually do the same thing that I do. And I know I have, local friends that do similar type things, but for whatever reason, we haven't been able to connect so well as, I wish I could go visit with these other ladies and their groups, but it's not possible right now. So yeah, so that's what I've been doing. That's part of the behind this. I was thinking, I can make a bunch of squares and maybe they'd want to take them and join them together. But yeah, so that's what I've been up to. That's what I've been doing. That's why I'm here, because there's snowing outside. So I'm watching myself. That's way far behind. The live stream is a little bit behind to where I'm actually saying, but that's all right. So anyway, yeah, that's I'm curious to go see how much snow we have. It's probably still snowing. I'm gonna go look. I will be right back, you guys. I'm gonna go look, see how much snow we have. Okay, so I'm back and watching my feed to the left here. I just stated that I was gonna be right back. But I went and looked and it's still snowing. It's not snowing real hard, but it's not real light. It's about the normal snow. And if we're gonna get that 15 inches, it's gonna have to hurry up. Because I don't know if it's because it's blowing and drifting or what, but it really doesn't look like we have a whole lot of snow, but I bet there's more than what it looks like we have. Of course, like I said, the city's been cleaning the streets ahead of time, trying to keep things clean. So, yeah, we'll see. Oh, let me show you. Now that I've moved the hats off of the table here, let me show you a couple other projects that I've got going here in my bag. It claims that we've got 2 inches of snow. I'm looking down here on my computer here. It says 2 inches of snow. I think we might have more than that. I don't know. But anyway, one thing I was going to grab out of here and show you is that bag that I have. This is that bag that I was telling you about that I put all the little scraps in. I don't save every single little scrap, but I do tend to save scraps occasionally. And I'll go through them. The little bitty smaller ones you can use for stuffing amigurumi. You actually use all of this for stuffing with amigurumis, but and the longer ones I will tie together probably to make a scrap project or something like that. Like I said, I don't always keep everything. A couple other projects that I have going in here in my bag. I can pull them out without losing things. I think that's... Oh, there's another project. I got a lot of projects in my bag. Let's put the top on this so I got a place to put stuff. Put this over there. And I scooted that over there. So this is a project here. Let's see. That's not nothing. That's something. It goes with that. Just all balls of yarn. Okay, so what we have going, I showed you my hat earlier. This is my hat that I showed you earlier. And then this is a half finished project. I was thinking a phone bag, Could be a dice bag, could be a soap bag, I don't know. But this was done with Tunisian crochet in the round. I put the little eyelets at the top so that I could put a drawstring in there if I wanted to. And it is done with cotton yarn. It's kind of a Christmassy, it's red and green. Kind of looks like a sage green and just a red. So I've got that. I need to figure out what I want to do with it. This has been, yeah, the red has been tied off. So my ends have been tied off. I'm just kind of waiting to decide what I want to do with this. But I got this. And then Terry and Lottie's challenge this month for February is either basket weave or waffle stitch, I think. Both of which I'm a little bit familiar with the basket weave. I've done basket weave a little bit, but not a whole lot. And I don't like basket stitch. Just saying, I don't like it. And the waffle stitch, I don't know. I've not done that one before either. So I decided to start a washcloth with the basket weave. Now, this is going to blow out because it is like neon green. But yeah, it looks gray on my screen. But I started this washcloth with the basket weave. It is obviously reversible. So far, so good. It's not bad. I'm about halfway. And I believe I shared this in a recent video as well. And I put the link in that video if you want to go back and try and find that and check this out. It's really pretty simple. But then I was remembering, oh yeah, I've done basket weave with Tunisian crochet before. So what do? I started another project. I took that same green, which it's showing gray, but it is really like a sage green type color. It's not going to play nice, but it's more like a sage green, something like that. And I started a basket weave Tunisian crochet project, which it is not reversible. Oh, with the crochet one, I'm using an H hook. Get this pretty purple hook that I'm using. Size H. Focus. Anyway, it's a size H crochet hook. Like I said, the Tunisian crochet basket weave, it's a little bit harder to see, and it is not reversible. It is just one-sided because the back side is always your return stitch. But here is, oh, that looks better on screen than it does in person. Like I said, this is with that green, that sage green color, cotton yarn. And like I said, this one is actually 3 simple stitch and 3 purl stitch is what it is. And I did share this one in a recent video as well. And I asked for comments if y'all wanted me to show you how I do this. This is also a no curl stitch, may I add, because it's straight from the starting chain right into the basket weave. I'm all about these no curl stitches. So there's that project. And with this, I'm using, these are the Denise interchangeables. No, this is not sponsored. But this is the orange hook. Or not orange, this is green. It's a little bent. I use it a lot. And I can't read the size on it. However, I have done a thing. Because I can't read those. The only thing I would recommend for these is they need to darken in or lighten in where they mark on the hooks the size, like make it black or white or something. But this is a set that I have. Like I said, this is not sponsored, but I have the basic set. It goes from F to J. It does come with cables, but all my cables that I have are in another bag. But I wrote it down on the back what color the hook is and what size it is. So that's the green hook. It is a size 9 or the I or size 9 or 5.5 millimeter. So that's what I'm using for this. With a short end, because that's about how long I need it. But anyway, I started that. And like I said, I'm about halfway with that as well. little bit farther with this one than I am with the regular crochet because I like this so much better than I like the crochet one. The crochet one actually hurts my hands when I try to do the back post double crochets. Then I decided, oh, let's start another one. So I used this red. This is a old red. This is a peaches and cream red that I've had sitting around. And the reason I have the sage color and the red is because it's the same color that I used for this, because this was in my bag. So yeah. Anyway, I'm using the same hook, this hook right here, and I decided to do another basket weave, which this is Tunisian crochet once again, and it is a no curl. I'm only about 4 rows into this one, and this one is actually knit 2, purl 2. That is really blown out because of the color red. But as you can see, hopefully it's knit 2, purl 2 all the way across. I'm not quite as far on this one, and I didn't show you the back side of the other one, but just the basic return stitch on the back sides of these. Like I said, these are not reversible, because that's what Tunisian crochet looks like, unless you do it this way. So yeah, these are reversible when you do it this way with 2 separate yarns with the double-ended hook. It's a completely different process than using just one hook and going back and forth, because with that one you go one way, then you grab the other yarn and come back and go the other way, and then you grab the other yarn. So you're just constantly going back and forth, like kind of like weaving with that, which this is kind of like weaving too, but it's weaving one way, where that is weaving both directions, kind of, sort of. So yeah, that's what I've got started in my bag. As you can see, I started this one, I started this one, I started this one, don't forget, I started this one, and I've been working on this one. So that's the projects that have been carrying around with me for a while that I've been actually working on. So I see that I've been here for about an hour and a half. I've run out of things to talk about because I've showed you all of my hats, and sister messaged me 63, I believe, of how many head coverings that I have in my tote here, which is well on my way to being over 50 hats, and it's only February. So that is an awesome feeling. I can work on other things and not feel pressured. I can work on hats if I want, or just whatever else, because I have a good start on the hats for this year. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to sign off of here. I want to thank everybody who has popped in and out of here, or those who have been here the whole hour and a half. Thank you for joining me. If you missed it, I'm sorry. I never know when I'm going to be able to do this. That's why I can't schedule them way far in advance. I was hoping by putting the starting soon and just letting it stream for about 15 minutes before I actually started, that more people would be able to get that notification and hop in and join me. But that's okay too. All I can do is keep trying and do these spur of the moment lives when I get a chance. So if you've stayed here the whole time, thank you so much for watching. If you've come in later on and you're still here at the end of this video, an hour and a half later, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up on this video. Leave me a comment down below in the comments. And if you click that bell, you might get the notifications. I don't know about the lives, but you might get a notification of when I do go live in the future. Everybody have a great day. Stay warm, stay safe, and I will see you when I have some of these done and have something actually finished to share.